Welcome to part 2 of 8.3. So we're going to start off with this core concept. So yesterday, if you did them in order, so day 1 of this lesson, we just focused on the basics of y equals a sine bx and y equals a cosine bx. We looked at those two. We actually started off and pulled from the unit circle, created our tables, and then looked at the graph of sine and cosine, the parent functions, where those are just a is 1 and b is 1, so it's just a sine x, and cosine x, y equals sine x, and y equals cosine x. There we go. And so now today we're going to add in those known horizontal and vertical shifts. I say known because if you look at the format of this equation right here, y equals a sine b times x minus h plus k, you guys have seen this a stretch, this x minus h in this k. We haven't done as much b, where that's the horizontal stretch and shrink, but so 3 of these 4 parts you've seen. And how we do these is all of these are going to be taken from our tables. Okay, so there are going to be some steps. The first thing you need to do is label your amplitude. Every time you get to a problem, you need to label your amplitude, your b, which then leads to what your period is, which in this case for sine and cosine, it's 2 pi over b. And then you're going to now add in your midline, which is y equals k. That's going to be like a dashed line when you go to graph. Then you are going to look at the horizontal shift and the vertical shift, which is not v, it's k. Okay, those are very important. Then you're going to go ahead and take your 5-point method and translate them based off of this and then graph. So it's going to be the same steps every time. Now, we originally had a was affecting your y values and b was affecting your x. Well, now h affects your x values and k affects your y values. So there's going to be a process in the sense that you work inside then out. So we're going to get into the next problem, and the best way is to show you by example. So we'll hop into that, but I want you guys to make sure you have these pieces down because they are very important.